there. Today we're going to create the springtime puppy or kitty. We're going to start off with our springtime puppy. I have my Sharpie ready, and I'm going to start off with a smile line. So over here, at about halfway, I'm going to make a very big smile and bring it all the way back up. Then I'm going to add a line connecting those. It's going to be a slightly curved line. And that is the puppy's head. Now for my puppy's body and legs, I'm going to take at about here, I'm going to take a line and bring it down to the bottom and curve it out slightly. And at about the same space over here, I'm going to take a line, curve it down. Then I'm going to draw straight lines for the dog's legs. So these are the front paws. And then one in the middle. Here I'm going to draw the nose of the puppy. Now there's some other things we're going to add. We can add our tail. So starting on the side, curving up and around is the tail. I'm going to add some adorable ears. So I'm going to use the same curve that's going on here at the head and bring it down and around. And here again, kind of like a giant C, bringing it to the same point, down and around. And I'm going to also add some eyes to the puppy. So I'm going to make some cute little eyes. You can make any eyes you want. I'm just making this type. Now I get to add some detail. So in the detail, I'm going to add some spots to the dog just by making wavy lines. Give it some spots on its leg. And I'm going to color in the ears with my black Sharpie. As you're drawing, if you need to take more time with your work, you just pause the lesson and you work at your own speed. Please don't feel like you have to keep up. Now you could color in your spots on the dog different colors. You could make them black. That's all up to you. So there I go. I'm gonna make this one a little bit bigger. Now you can always add some lines to your work. Like that ear was a little smaller, so I just made it a little bit bigger and colored that in. All right, my next step is to think about what I want to have in my picture. So my springtime puppy is going to be outside, and I'm going to show the grass using a couple different colors. So when you draw grass, you can use different types of line. And here's way back, some patches of grass. Here's some closer, and here's some really close pieces of grass. By making things different sizes, it creates some depth in your piece. And I'm going to use other colors too. Same idea. And I'm even going to add in a little bit of blue. Now, we know that grass isn't blue, but it kind of looks blue in the light at times. In creating something that has a variety of colors instead of just one green for the whole patch of grass is a little more exciting to look at. Okay, and now I'm going to add my rainbow. So you can determine what type of rainbow you would like. You could have one that goes right over his head. You could put one that is off to the side, going off the page. That's up to you. To start my rainbow, I'm going to grab my red crayon. And this is not it. Interesting, I have two of the same color. All right, I'm going to go with Wild Strawberry, which I'm going to be using for my red. I like it because it's a pinky sort of red. And I'm going to make the first stripe on my rainbow. I like my rainbows kind of going off to one side. And so this is the first step. And I'm going to add a little bit of pressure to the crayon to get a really nice, strong layer of color. Now I'm going to add my orange. Same thing. I want it to be about the same width. So I'm going to add that line in first, make it curve a little bit, and then you can even overlap a little bit. So I like to take the next color and color it over that red so that they blend together and create a transition. My next color is yellow, of course. Same thing, I'm going to draw my curved line. If you don't like the idea of blending colors together like I have just shown you, where you can color on top of the other color, that's totally okay. You don't need to do that. I'm using the same green that I used down here. Now this part's a little tricky. You can see the puppy is here. So I'm going to start at the top with my curved line, and it's going to go behind the dog. So I want to color this in carefully, avoiding the tail. If he does end up with a green tail, no big deal, but I'm trying to avoid that. And overlapping a little bit. Now I'm looking for a blue crayon. With so many crayons options, it's hard to find just like traditional colors. But here's my blue. I really like giant rainbows. If you don't want your rainbow to be this big, you can draw a smaller rainbow. And now I'm going to go for indigo. Okay, I found my indigo. I'm going to do the same thing, making a line, curve off the page, and then go ahead. Oops, I broke the indigo. Color nice and closely together to really fill in that space. And then purple or violet, and go with this purple heart, it's called. Oh, nope, not going to do that. Whoopsie. That is way too blue. All right, royal purple is it is. So I'm just going to color over that color that I didn't really care for because it was too close to the other blue, and drawing that line and filling it in, overlapping a little bit to create a transition from one color to the next. Okay, now it's time to add the spots to my dog. So this little buddy is going to have some adorable spots. I think I'm going to go with blue. I'm going to add in some blue spots. Your dog can be any color you want, and you don't even have to color in the spots if you don't want to. You could make the whole dog blue with white spots. With the nose, I'm going to go back in and color that with the Sharpie, but you could color your nose with a crayon if you wanted to. So I'm going to leave a little bit of white at the top and then color in the area around. Now the final step is to add in some blue for the background. And I'm going to use, let's see, this blue, a sky blue for the sky. To do this, I'm really not pressing very hard. I'm doing a very light back and forth just to get the blue on the page. I'm not pressing down hard because I don't really want the blue of the sky to compete with my rainbow. Just lightly coloring that in. When you color in lightly like this, you apply less pressure to the crayon and make bigger swoops. Okay, now you could go ahead and add in some flowers or some critters here. That's up to you. So I'm going to add in a couple flowers. Now, if you're not a fan of dogs, you could always create a springtime kitty. So I'm going to use similar lines to create my kitty, but I'm going to finish it so it looks like a cat and not a dog. So I'm going to start with that smile line with a head, and then a curved line over the top for the top of the head. Then either side, I'm going to create the side of the body down with that curved line. I'm going to add a tail, and this tail is more of a kitty tail. So up here, I'm going to add in the ears. And some eyes. And a little kitty nose. You can add in some whiskers if you want. The inside part of the ears. And then we could add in a little line, making a J for the mouth. And next I can add in the legs. And for this one, we're going to add a different type of pattern. So we're going to go with more of a stripy cat. As I get up here, I'm going to make these a little bit bigger and then smaller, then bigger. And up here, making that W shape. If you have a cat, you know what I'm talking about. You've seen them on cats, the W's. Add a little W here. And some triangles to show the stripes on the side of the body. And then you can go ahead and color these in as you wish. So you could make these black, or you could choose a crayon color to color them in. Just like our other drawing here, the color choices are yours. Add some lines here for the ears and some lines on the ears. And now you get to finish the background. So you can do the same thing as we did over here with the dog, adding in a rainbow or a field, or you can do something completely different. I hope you've had fun creating with me today.